Hello there Assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. I am back here at Ramsbottom train station, or this Victorian Minecraft station, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build this platform number 2 here in Minecraft. Now what we're going to do is we're going to firstly layer this concrete sort of platform here, make sure we have a foundation, obviously add in our little details around such as like the plants and stuff like that, the little flower beds and the grass and everything like that. And then we are also going to try and work on this overhanging roof section today. So we're not going to worry about these details down here too much. If we can get them done, then that'd be great. But mainly foundations and this very intricate looking roof up here. Because I feel like this is the part I'm thinking about the most. And I would definitely like to get you guys building this one. So it's going to be fun. So let's get some materials and make a start with episode number 4. Okay then Assassins, so to make a start in today's tutorial, we want to take ourselves some stone slabs, some stone brick slabs, some polished andesite slabs, some polished andesite, stone bricks, some quartz bricks, some cracked stone bricks, some mossy stone bricks, and some stone. Quite a lot of grey materials, but they're all going to be used in texturing, and that is what we like the most. So first things first, we want to take ourselves some stone slabs after our little bridge just here across the railway. I'm also going to correct a mistake I made in the previous episode, where I'm going to add in these 3 slabs just in here of stone, so it all connects nicely into that sort of feeder material going up there. So again, this side I'm going to do a similar thing, so I'll do my 3 here, I'll do a 4th one here, and then a 5th one just up here, and then this one will come into our 2 just there. And this one is going to count to 6 to the left, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll fill this in, perfect, and then I'm going to do myself some stone, and do 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then again, of course, we jump up for another lot of slabs. So we'll do slabs just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like so. And then finally, we should be on the second layer where we'll do stone again up here. And this should be the 6 before our line. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you look across the station, you can see that line that we were talking about, and this is going to need to be the line that separates the little sloped area from the actual platform itself. So this line is going to be worth 13 blocks in total, starting from number 1 here. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, just like so. And of course we want to take this line going backwards, and then of course miss that one, do these 6 down here, and miss those ones until we have a slab that can do the job for us. And now here we need to find a line that goes along this section and kind of separates this section on the crescent. So what we do for this one is we'll go into this corner down here, and we'll take ourselves 1, 2, and then we'll go with 1 just here, 1, 2 just here, on a diagonal again, 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 2 to the left, and then jump back down, and this should be our long row just here, all the way to our line just there. Let me recap just in case. So we've gone 2 next to the fence, a single 1, 2 down, 1, 2, but both diagonally, and then 2 along to the left, and then our long row down there. Perfect. Now of course we need to match our materials with our stone brick and our andesite, and again with the slabs on the slab corresponding blocks. So we'll do ourselves some andesite here, just doing a little bit of a weird design. So I've got that in there, and then I need my slabs to do the same thing. So again, we'll do some like weird sort of jumbling up just here, and then down here again with our materials like so, and then our slabs down here. Now you can actually see where the slabs are supposed to be in this gap. They're going to be all the way until they reach here, similar to how we've done the other side. So we leave this gap in between the train tracks, so this one here, but we fill in this all the way to the stone just there. So we'll do all this with slabs, but of course we have a gap underneath our quartz bricks here. So I recommend taking your 3 different materials, your 3 stone bricks. Let's move our quartz bricks just aside. There we go, so it's a little bit easier. And we'll just go ahead and like put these where we think they might be, just every now and again, and then we'll do some of these to give it a bit more texture every now and again as well. So let's go ahead and put some slabs in here. Let's go ahead and put some blocks in here with our stone bricks and our andesite. All in here. on this line, of course, this second layer. Layer? Sound like a DJ. I got stuck a little bit. My record got stuck. And then over here we want to do the same thing all the way until we reach the end of our platform. I tell you what, we'll add in that white line firstly, otherwise if we forget to do that, that's pretty big. So let's do this white line all the way from that across white line, coming all the way down here next to our train track. So this one's going to stop obviously on the border just there, and you want to do your little differentiation underneath with your different materials. It's probably best to do like one at a time, or maybe your different materials like this as you go back on yourself, just to like speed things along for you. Mostly we want the stone bricks, but we do want a little bit of weathering under here, which is always good to add. So we'll do that like so. There's going to be slabs on this one, so we can also carry it on for now, like that, and then we'll go back on ourselves with our stone bricks. Like this. It's kind of like filling in a puzzle, but a very textured and very, I guess, disgusting puzzle, because it's got moss and cracks all through it. So not a very good puzzle, but there we go, perfect. And I'll tell you one thing we can do as well, if it saves you some hassle, is we can actually go ahead and curve this sort of ticket building around the corner here on this second line up, so we know we don't fill any of this in with pathway material, because that'll be a little bit annoying. So if we go ahead and fill this over just to that corner, so we know that is off limits as well, but everything in this space, around this line here, and down here, obviously minus those ones, can be filled in with our slabs. So let's get this done. Don't worry about the white line for now. We'll sort that in a minute. Alright guys, a bit of a mammoth task. We've got this though. It's going to be fine. Just use your texturing from the other platform and you'll be well away. We can do this. Oh, one last thing. Pretty big deal. Let's take our stone all the way across as well for these two lines, which also don't have any materials on. And these go right the way along, by the way. We don't do the grey terracotta on this side of the track. So right the way along. And then again this way. That was something I almost forgot, and that would have been a bit of a nightmare. Okay, now we're down to texturing. We can do it. We got this. Let's go for it. Very nice job, Assassins. This looks awesome. We now have ourselves both platforms. Pretty much done, to be honest with you. So give yourself a massive pat on the back for that, because what we're 4 episodes in, and we've managed to finally do that, which is epic. That is such a big goal. Hell yeah. Right. One last thing we can do with these materials, and it's just, of course, go down to the end of the platform and just add in ourselves a little bit of texturing down here with our different sort of scrappy looking materials, just like so. That'll do. Oh, that'll do. Nice one. Okay, onwards with the fun part. The doing of the roof. The doing of the roof? The building of the roof. Yeah. Let's get it done. Alright then, Assassins, so to get started with this kind of complex section, we're going to take ourselves only these materials just to begin, so we don't get overwhelmed, and then we can do this at our own nice little pace. So we're going to take ourselves some mud brick wall, some birch fences, some end stone brick wall, some birch stairs, birch slabs, birch planks, and birch fence gates. And what we're going to do is we will run down this way. We're going to take ourselves against this wall. We're going to count this wall, and we're going to go for 8 blocks along this wall, basically. And we want to be on the 8th one when we start counting forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So imagine this was 8. This is number 1 now, this stone brick. And we want to go for the 5th block. We want to build on the 5th block forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's where we build with a mud brick wall, just here. Awesome. Now we're going to take ourselves up for 3 of our birch fences. Then we'll do a mud brick wall again. And then we'll do a end stone brick wall just up here like so. And we'll do 2 of these actually, just up there. Epic. Now we're going to take ourselves stairs coming out of all of these on the top. Like so. And then we'll do upside down stairs coming out from all of those ones. Just like so. Cool. Now it doesn't look too bad at the moment, but it gets a little bit more weird. we're going to take ourselves a slab in the middle, like so. Now in this middle section up top, I think there is I want to say there's actually like a whole block up here, like so. And then we do slabs coming forward from these, but I'm going to do a whole block just for now until I know for sure. So I'm just going to build this kind of weird design just here. And I'll make sure these slabs come out on both sides just by 1 block each. And I know to get to my second pillar, there's going to be a gap of 7 starting on this slab. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 8th one, there's going to again be another slab with the upside down stair. And then I need to do the block 2 blocks away. And then the normal stair, like so. And then again we do the normal stair, normal stair, normal stair. I'm going to shift this block up on an end stone brick wall, so like so. Put a slab in here. Do 2 more slabs this way. A slab here. Oh sorry, no. We won't do slabs on those ones just yet. We'll leave that off. Let's do our upside down stairs though. Like so. Then another end stone brick wall. Then our mud brick wall, our 3 fences, down to our mud brick wall down here. Perfect, now that looks pretty accurate to me. Just taking a look at this, I just want to go run and check just to make sure this is in line, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, so that is absolutely bang on, that's perfect. It should be the second block on the wood just here. This one just here. Perfect, very nice work guys. We need another one of these, so let's do ourselves again counting out with the slabs, past the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, on 8 is where we do our upside down stair. We need to go 2 blocks back for an end stone brick wall. Our normal stair, normal stair, normal stair, normal stair, and then upside down out from these 3, as well as obviously that 4th one we've already done. We'll do ourselves the whole block up top. Slab here, 1, 2 slabs ready to go that side. And down here we'll do another end stone brick wall, 3 of our birch fences. Whoops, all in the wrong spots. There we go. And then we do ourselves the... Oh, sorry, I forgot the mud brick wall up here. There you go. And then another one there, then a mud brick wall down here. Perfect. You can always just double check your work by going back the previous pillar and just double checking where you've gone wrong, which I usually go wrong, so don't worry too much. Alright, and then we do need ourselves 1 more of these, I believe, and then we're right at the end. So, again 7, out from the stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on 8, we again do our upside down stair here. Let's go 2 blocks back so we can get to our end stone brick wall. I'll do my 2 of these, and then I'll do my mud brick wall, just so I remember to put it in this time. Our normal stair, normal stair, normal stair, normal. Upside down after all these 3. Let's do our block on top of the end stone brick wall. Our slabs out to those sides, like so. And then down here we'll do ourselves the 3 birch fences. And then our mud brick wall just down below, like so. That is perfection. Looking very good. Now we can actually get to the end now, which is very exciting. We take ourselves another 7 with our slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the end here, you should be in line with the wall there. We're going to take ourselves on the 8th, a block. So it's a plank, and it goes up to the edge there. And then over this side, it's going to be the exact same amount of blocks. So 4, just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Amazing. And then we're basically going to run these back toward the other end, ensuring we leave that gap of 3 between our middle plank. And this one needs to again match a 7 lot of planks. So, sorry, slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's an 8 plank just here, similar to the other side, which we can match up. Bring this one back here, and then bring this one all the way back to the other side. Just there, like so. And this is going to be our roof, which looks awesome so far, and that is a real relief to have that sort of marked out just there. That is brilliant. Look at that. Amazing. And now if you want to do something extra as well, you can go down on the sides here. We'll take ourselves the fence gate open outwards here, And then along the front of the platform just here, we open them toward the train, or where the train will be. This takes a little bit of time because there's quite a lot of blocks to do. We've also got to like double click on every single one. You can have an achy finger after doing this section. But it'll be worth it in the end. It's that all important trim we were talking about in the last episode. There we go. As we've done the other one on the corner there, the other way around, we'll do that one too. Build that to the edge, and then do these two that way around, just like so. You don't need to do the rest because that's all against the building, but the ones that are exposed to the elements, do them open, just like so. So that is amazing. We now are going to run back and just check some dimensions, and I'm also going to grab some new ones for these beams that come across the middle. And then we can put the glass on, and then that is done, which is epic. Okay then, assassins, let's take ourselves some birch fences, some birch slabs, some birch planks, birch stairs, some dark oak fence gates, some light grey stained glass, and some white stained glass panes. Perfect, right. Now, I will say one thing. This was a lot harder to plan than it is to build, again. But I don't want it to be like a moment of truth. You know, like jinx myself. So I'll just shut up for now. But so far, so good. Down this end, we are going to start off by taking ourselves like a weird thing over here. It's going to be a block away from the wall. And it's going to be a plank here. So slabs to the end on both sides. And then we're going to do ourselves a stair here and here with a fence in the middle. Then a stair here and here. Then two fences in the middle, like so. There'll be a slab on this one and this one. And then there'll be a slab basically to get to the top one up here. Like that. And we need to do that on every single one. So one after each other. So what I recommend doing is do your slabs for every single one and focus on one material at a time, basically. So you'll see that you should basically match with the pillars here, like so, until we get to the very end. So after every single one, this is a really interesting build. Like I said, it was very, very hard to plan because I had to do this when the glass was on so I could see what to do underneath, and that made it like a bit inaccessible. So I did struggle with my design quite a lot, but I think in the end, pretty proud of it. It looks pretty cool, and it is very, very cool to look at, so that is the main important thing. Right, now we're back to the birch wall there, so we're almost to the end, which is brilliant, and then we can start putting some stairs on. It's mostly a time-consuming section, that's what I will say, but I honestly thought it was going to be a lot trickier to rebuild. But we're doing this in a very methodical way, which is really nice. Right. To the end we are. Right. Now we do our stairs back along. Perfect. And then we'll do the other side as well. Almost there. We'll do the inner stairs on that side as well, so one block away. This is the part that caught me out the most, is we did stairs within the build, which is usually like an uncommon thing to do, but not with this one. They kind of come in big clumps. There we go. And then we take ourselves the fences. We'll do the singular fences first. Oops. Need like a rhythm to get these placed well, like so. So you don't have to stop. That's the challenge. That's my challenge to use, to get these placed without having to take a stop. And that is really tough. Oof, I almost failed it there. Right, we'll do two up here in the middle, and then we'll place our slabs. These ones that take the longest time because you've got to be really precise so that doesn't happen. Which I think happened a lot when I was trying to plan, and I got very frustrated. But, you know, coming back and forth after a good few days of planning, got there in the end. It took a good few playlists to get me through it, but we made it. Right. Should be getting close. There we go. Okay, and then slabs on the little ones, remember? Putting that glass roof on is going to be very satisfying, I promise you. It'll be awesome. This feels like a Lego set. You know when they give you like a million of one piece and they have to like, you have to put them in like a 1x1 square. And you're like, why did I even buy this set? It cost me like £500. And they're making me place like 400 bricks in one space. Why did I do this to myself? And you sort of like come to the realization that Lego may not be for you anymore. And that's crazy that you came to that conclusion after seeing the price tag. Sorry, I don't mean to Lego slander. I do love Lego, but it's getting crazy these days. That's why I've gone to Minecraft solely. Right, let's do these ones just here on this side, and then we'll go back to the other side as well. Now this will be the hard one to actually like continue going forward, placing the slabs on. You gotta time your trigger at that exact moment of passing. There we go. And then back along this way. See if you can speed up a little bit. Oh, I missed one. That was almost going so well. Oh, tragedy. And now for the top ones. I'm so sorry, Assassins. This will be worth it, I assure you. Actually, this one is easy. This one, we do the one above like so. We make these all into blocks. So we'll actually place blocks on these instead of slabs. And then we basically put a slab through each of the gaps. So we make like a long row up top, which is very useful for us. So like this. And then we'll do our slab row. I don't know if we include the first block, like that one there. I think we do. From the outside, I'm just going to look. No, we don't, because there's like a glass that goes there. That's fine. So we just do these ones up here. Make sure you get them all in a smooth row. And there we go. That is now complete. Oh my god. Very, very hard indeed. But we got there. Right, next thing to do is to take ourselves our light grey stained glass stained glass blocks and place these on a corner like that. We'll do this on all of our 4 corners. So these are all going to be nice and symmetrical. It's very helpful. There we go. Or more so mirrored, aren't they? Then we need to go the next one up. I think this is also going to be a 4 square. Or 3. 3 maybe? Like, it kind of goes up like that. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then again here. So we'll do it this side as well. So again, here and here. And then goes up again. On top of this slab, I think, just here. For the next one. I need a bird's eye perspective so I can see this better. It goes next to it. So it'll be here. Like that. And then this top one is going to be the one that goes, lovely voice break, nice one, goes here. And this one runs all the way along until we're 1 block from the end. So 1 block from the end, then that one there, that one here, and then we jump down to that one, and that one just there. Just double checking my work, but that looks accurate to me. Yep, pretty cool. I might just check if there's one on the corner. I think there could be like one here, perhaps. And then another one like here. I think that looks better to me in general. We're going to add those in anyways. If it's not there, then we can always change it, but I think it is. So we'll do that one there and that one, on top of the stair as well. Stair and slab on both of those. And now we take our glass and we go ahead and fill in the gap. Just like so. So we do like a triangle. But we do that block back there, and then that one up there. Let's do the other side as well, just so we're nice on the... So we're nicely on the same page. Like so, and that one up there, and that one up there. Cool. Then we'll skip the corner, so leave that block on the corner off, that's fine. And go right the way along this way, with an entire row of glass. And then this one, behind this light grey. And then this one. And then you guessed it, it's going to be the top one as well. Up here as well. And then we'll spin around and do the back exactly the same way, but we'll come from the top down. And there's one final thing we need to do after doing this as well, which is actually quite a cool section. Again, a little bit time consuming. Oh my god, my bamboo grew. Oh fudge, I'll have to sort that in a minute. I had a feeling that might happen. I forgot to put string on that one, clearly. So yeah, rookie mistake. As you can see, you want to add string in, 100%. So there we go. Now we've done that, we then want to take ourselves the white stained glass pane, and we're going to go to the first lot of glass after our light grey just here. And we're going to add these in for 3 lots after every one. Kind of like adding a bit of a trim on the top here, so the roof even has some more texture. Which is a bit of an interesting design, but I think it looks pretty cool. And it saves us having to use more of the open fence gates, you know, which are a little bit overused in this build. So we want to switch up some materials where we can. There you go, you should be back to the glass there, the first lot of glass. Then again, this side will do the same thing. Even though this one's on the back, we still do the same thing. Almost there. Almost there. And there we go. Nice one. Now I've actually just noticed a little difference between this build and my previous one, my original. So what I've done on the corners here is I've actually changed up the design unintentionally. But this one actually looks really cool too. But if you want to stick to my original version, all you need to do is trim off these 3 here and build these 3 down in there. And you're also going to knock off this one and that one just there to build like so. So that is the only difference there. And then again on the other side is the exact same thing. So again, we just chop off these 3, we move these 3 under here, and chop off that one and that one to add those back in as glass just there. So there's nothing actually too fancy or different about that, but it kind of just makes the roof sharper on both sides. So if you wanted to add that in instead of like a pyramid effect, then please feel free. But yeah, to be fair, doesn't do anything else. So it's not really the biggest of deals. Now there's one thing we can do with our hotbar materials left, and that is just adding a bit more of a trim over the roof here with our dark oak fence gates. So we'll go to this side first and we'll add these in. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go, I think we're going to go over the corners. Oh, we're not. We're just going to cut the corners like that. And then all the way along here. We don't open these ones. These ones are going to stay closed as they just add a bit more colour rather than anything to this top bit. So it's not just all birch up here. There is a little bit of an accent, which is pretty cool. So around here it does actually change a little bit. You stop on the second to last one. So this one just here. You stop there, so you don't click on this one. This one's going to be a part of this roof for the ticket office. So that's perfect. But yeah, we've finally done it. That is actually that roof completed, which looks amazing. You could use this on any sort of train station design you want, and I think it looks just superb wherever you put it. But that is awesome. Take a moment to soak it up. that is an important step of the tutorial. Absolutely. Another thing you might want to do is just maybe connect these with like a slab or something. It's up to you. I didn't on my original build because I felt that looked a bit strange. But if you want to, feel free. You know, there's no harm in doing so. Or you could even just place a stair here instead and make that one an upside down. But again, I felt that this was my best sort of design there. So yeah, do what you need to there. And we will now move on to another section. Good stuff. Okay then, Assassins, we're coming away from a bit of a harder section to go and place some plants, because these are pretty easy to do. We're going to take some jungle planks, some acacia saplings, obviously some flower pots, a mangrove propagule, hopefully I said that right, azalea leaves, vines, oak planks, mangrove leaves, and spruce planks here as well. Now then, taking the jungle firstly, we want to place these just after the quartz bricks here and here, on that first slope just there. We will do 2 more just after it in the oak planks. Then 1 block away we'll do 2 more in our jungle. And then after it 2 more in the oak. Like so. A little bit of a, you know, vice versa kind of thing. 2 blocks away we'll do a 4 block square of our spruce planks, just like so. Looking good, looking good. And then we'll jump down here and we'll take ourselves in this gap here, so diagonally from this wall, an oak plank. We want to do ourselves an azalea leaf here, 2 azalea leaves here, 1 just behind that one, 1 diagonally from that one, 1 behind it, 1 in front of it with 1 up, so 2, 1 diagonally here, and then in this space here we'll do ourselves 2 blocks here, and we'll take ourselves some jungle planks just in there. We'll do 2 plant pots on those. We will do ourselves a flower pot on another jungle in here, this middle one, and another plant pot just here. Now this one can have, actually none of these can have these actual flowers in, so we'll have to come back and get some more. So let's go up hit this way though and add in ourselves mangrove leaves for 8 blocks in total on top of our spruce. Over here we'll do ourselves 2 azalea, maybe some vines on this one, bit viney on this one. Perfect, maybe do some vines on the back as well just to keep the flow of everything going. Looking good. Let's do ourselves 2 flower pots and 2 flower pots. Acacia in these ones. 1 acacia on the right one and 1 mangrove propagule on the left one just here. Perfect. Let's get some new materials for down here and then we'll go back on that side and complete some more. Oh, whilst we've got the jungle though, let's quickly do one more thing with the jungle. Let's go to our line just here. Let's go 2 stone bricks up from a line. Let's jump this side and go 2 blocks past the line. 1, 2. On the 3rd one and the 4th one, place some jungle with some plant pots and some vines on 3 sides. 4 sides, like so. And then we'll do a mangrove propagule on the right one, just there, but leave the left one empty. Perfect. More materials it is. Alrighty then, assassins, we're going to take ourselves a quartz slab, not just any quartz slab, a smooth quartz slab, a dark oak sapling, a birch sapling, a dandelion, a fern, dark oak slabs, spruce slabs, mangrove fences, and finally some spruce trapdoors as well. Let's place our slabs, of course, alongside the railway here and down here, just to complete that little bit up. Down here we will do ourselves a couple of these saplings. We will do a dark oak here, we'll do a birch just here, dandelion just in here, and a fern on that side just there like so. Lovely. Right, we'll take ourselves our dark oak slab and we will add in the dark oak slab up here. Now it's going to go up here, so diagonally past that little plant potted area for those 4, and on the line, and the one to the left just there. Now we're going to count from this plant pot area. We're going to go diagonally out from it though, just here to this block of polished andesite. I want to I want to count 7 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 7th one, I'm going to take my spruce slabs and place 3, and then come behind, space away and do 3. Mangrove fence, and 3 spruce trapdoors for our little picnic bench just here. Now behind this section, over in the back, I'm going to take myself my spruce slabs again, do 1 here, so diagonally kind of 2 away, a block, slab, block, block that is, and a slab, so like this. Just a simple kind of box of, or like collection of boxes, I guess you could say. And then what I'd like to do is quickly scrap my inventory and take myself just a plain old grass block. We are going to go with just a grass block. I'm going to fill in some like little grass areas, like lawns, just along here. We'll go a space away from this block, and we'll build ourselves a 4-block lawn just in here. We'll do a space away and do another 4-block lawn. Oops, sorry, my bad. So that's 2. We actually need 5 of these, so we're going to do a space away from each one. Oops, if that happens, just fill it back in. That's what we love about Minecraft, we can just repair. So that's 3. And then a 4th one. And then a 5th one. There we go. Looking awesome. So that is that, and that is that complete. Now we're going to take ourselves some more materials, and I reckon we should get the footbridge done. What do you think? I think we should. Let's do it, why not? So our final endeavour of the day, guys, this is going to be the footbridge that goes over and connects both of our platforms together. So a very, very big section in our train station tutorial. We're going to take ourselves some endstone brick wall, some mud brick walls, some birch fence gates, some nether brick fences, a beacon, a glow item frame, a nether brick slab, a decorated pot, which we never really use these in tutorials, so it's really cool to see them in a build as actually something to do with structure, which is pretty cool, and some spruce planks as well. Firstly, we need to jump over to our platform 2, this one here closest to the road. We're going to take ourselves down here onto this picnic sort of bench, take a mud brick wall, then we need 8 of our endstone brick walls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we need ourselves a nether brick fence for 2, 1 out on each side of course, and knock out the middle one. Oh, we should have done the slab in the middle firstly, but that's okay, we can just add it in now. We need our glow item frame with our beacon. We'll do the obsidian facing backwards this time, so they're kind of opposite way round to each other. Don't forget your fence gates open on the first endstone brick wall just there, and that is a lamp done. That should be adjacent to the original one on the other side. Hopefully, that looks about right to me. Awesome, I've just noticed that that one doesn't have an endstone brick wall on the bottom. We will fix that up just there. A little bit of detail, nice one. Next we can take ourselves the materials we're going to need for our bridge. We're going to take ourselves 2 decorated pots firstly here. That's a satisfying sound, but we need them on top of each other, not within. So we do that like so. Maybe shift or crouch click to place the next one, just like so. So you don't have that issue. And we'll do the same on the opposite side. We want to make sure that these go in line with our lamppost. So we can do them here, and then 3 blocks away on the 4th one, another one just there like so. So again, make sure they're in line with each other. Perfection. Next we need to go ahead and build ourselves the second set of these. So it's going to be behind this section here, this sort of slabbed area. We need 5 of these pots together. It's going to be a little bit difficult to place them. So we've got 3 on there. I need, of course, 5. So I'm just going to place myself down a couple planks to place them. And I've got 5 just in there. I want to do one block away. So I'll place just a few and then hop on these ones to place the rest. And I want to leave myself a 3-block gap before doing the rest. So they're going to line up with this pot area over here. So that one and that one. Once again, need to place these in their 5s. So it can be a little bit awkward, but we'll get there eventually. So there's our 5s, just there like so. And we can do ourselves spruce planks on top of these for 3. To then place ourselves 2 more decorated pots up top for the banister. Oops. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Like so. Amazing. Now we do the same on this side. So again, we make sure to line up with the original, or the other side. Here and here. And then again, here and here. So just behind that white line is probably a good reference point. Just like that. So again, we'll place 5 of these. So I might actually just build myself up a little platform. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do this on all sides, like so. Then we want to place our 3 planks across to each other. Remove my little platform in the middle. So we've got that section there. Then we do our 2 pots for the banister, of course. Oops. There we go. and then over here too. Perfect. And then we need to do ourselves 10, which are going to be 4 blocks away. So on the 4 blocks away, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one is where we place 1. Leave a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and place another. Leave a gap of 3 this way, 1, 2, 3, and place another. 1, 2, 3, another here, just like so. And these are going to be our highest points. So again, 4 over this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, 1, 2, 3. On the 4, 1, 2, 3. On 4, 1, 2, 3. On the 4. So we should have this. Now we need these to 10, like I said. So you're going to have to do a little bit of almost scaffolding building just here. Do a little bit and then build yourself up. So right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? Oops. Oh, I can't reach now. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more. 6. There we go for that 4. A little bit awkward dealing with pots, but it does look cool in the end, and that's what we want. So do that up to there like so. Perfect. That's the whole thing. And then what we want to do here is actually, instead of going along like we've done these ones, where they've gone like that, we will do that actually for these ones, but we're also going to add them up top. So for now we'll just do them like this, just so we can place pots on top of them. But we will change it in a minute. Let's take out the one in the middle. Let's do our 2 up here. And there. And then I think we need to do 2 the other side as well. Yeah, we do. So 2 here and 2 here. And then we run across the other side and do these 2 10. Oops. Gonna place decorated pots everywhere but where I need them to be. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So let's add a 4 on top of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just double check the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's remove my planks in here. Oops. That wasn't very smart, was it? Let's take that back. There we go. And then up here, we'll do ourselves the planks coming along, of course. So then we can place our 2 on top. Whoops. Oh no. There we go. And there we go. Nice one. And now we can build across to the other side, which is very cool. So all we need to do for this one is literally take an entire plank row from this one all the way along, and it should connect to that one. Brilliant, it does, thankfully. Like so. And then we'll do the same here on the back, because of course we don't want a staircase on the back as well. We just want it on one side, and it's going to be down here. Perfect, guys. Very nice work. Right, now we need some more materials and then we can complete our bridge. So Assassins, the final materials we need for today's tutorial are going to be these in the hotbar here. We need some birch fences, some birch slabs, spruce planks, spruce slabs, and spruce trapdoors. So nothing good for my lisp at all. But no stairs, which is really weird. We're going to take ourselves a birch slab for 3 behind our pots. So in the diagonal behind our pots. And then we're going to go up until our platform with fences and slabs. So it's worth doing this from the behind. So we take it like this. Oops. Like so. And then on your next one, between the spruce planks, you can do 9 lots in total with your slabs like so. Don't forget to add in your fences beneath these though. Just because it's like a bit of infrastructure down here, which looks pretty cool. And then of course we want to accelerate this going up. So we want to give it a bit more of a gradient. So we'll build up to the next lot of pots. And this should take us to the very top of our bridge. Up here. And then you want to add in yourself the slabs in there. And then slabs to the back. We'll take out these slabs in the middle. And these slabs will go all the way along the bridge. Oops, I accidentally just put one in the pot, but that's fine. So we'll take out these ones as well. Building them all the way to there. Amazing, and then all the way in here as well, just so no one falls through onto the track, because that would be pretty dangerous. So there we go. Nice one. Let's do the other side, and then we'll do the railings, which again probably need to be added in. So let's do slabs here. So make sure they're behind the pots. Then our fences. It's quite satisfying doing this part, I think. It's quite a good section to get done, especially after all the hard work we've done in today's episode alone. It's good stuff. Okay, there we go. And then of course from this point, obviously adding in our fences, and then fences again with our slabs. Nice one. And then fences again. And then of course this one needs to be added in like so. Oh, that was correct. Never mind. There we go, cool. And then of course we can add in ourselves the birch fences between these pots up here on the top and all the way along here. And then in between these ones as well. Right the way along. And these ones up here on the peak of this bridge have some spruce trapdoors on top of them as the sort of railing to see over, so you can get a really good photo of the trains from above, and also be hit with all that smoke and the steam as the engine goes beneath you, which is really cool. There we go. So these take a little bit of time to place because obviously they like to fall up on us, but when you've got them all in, it does actually look really nice. So just stick it out and then get yourself to the other side. Place the final few on here, and then we'll work down for our railing. Now here what we're going to do is we're going to do a block next to our slabs, like this, so it matches the spruce we've already placed, like that, which is actually really satisfying as well. I think it looks really cool, like so. And then we'll do ourselves the fences on top of them, like so. And then we do ourselves the slabs on these ones. Oh, you know I said there was no stairs? There is stairs, I just completely forgot them. We need stairs. They're going to be in these ones here for the actual gradient parts. Just like that. And these are going to be the big railings that stop you from falling down, obviously off the bridge. Hopefully you can jump the steps though, because they're quite big. So, yeah, that's pretty accurate. There we go. That's awesome. Let's do the other side. So don't forget your blocks firstly. There we go. If you want to do something about the exposed fences beneath, maybe you could take another slab down here and sort of do them like that. But it's up to you. I think it looks cool just plain, but it's up to you. If you want to do that, then feel free. I think it looks cool either way. Now let's do the other lot down here. And then of course our fences. Then again over this way. Awesome. And then of course our stairs for these ones with the gradient. And then the slab in the middle. And then our stairs again. And then over this way too. Amazing. Alright, there we go guys. Very nice work. And then we have ourselves a footbridge for our people and our spectators and our travellers to get from platform 1 to platform 2 and vice versa. Happy days! Well, that means that only in episode number 5 do we need to get the ticket office completed, and then a few little like huts out here, some detail along this platform, and then of course I think there's a little detail around here for like the signage, and we're done. That is crazy. Think of all the progress we've made. That is mental. Very nice work guys. Oh, of course on the water tower and the other signal. So a little bit of work to do left, but it is all well and truly going to be awesome. So yeah, there we go. Well, that is it for today's tutorial guys. Thank you very much for joining me for another episode on this Victorian train station tutorial here in Minecraft. And of course, for those that know it, the Ramsbottom train station here in Minecraft. But I think 4 episodes in, if you didn't know it already, you definitely now know it. So sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, it's my childhood train station, and it has been an absolute pleasure so far to teach you guys how to build this. So yeah, almost at the end now. We've come a long way. If you've enjoyed today's episode number 4, guys, please be sure to drop a like on it. That'd be awesome. If you're interested in staying tuned for future episodes on this series and other city tutorials, definitely consider subscribing today. It is of course free to do so that'd be epic. Check me out on the social medias, guys, and take a look at your handiwork. Look at that. That is mental. That looks so cool. Ah, blissful. Really, really cool. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you for another Wheelassassin guide coming soon. Goodbye for now. Thank you for watching.